Welcome to Chapter 2 of the Midwest Clinic Product Showcase. And in this chapter, we're going to look at some specific case studies, installations of some of our sound isolation SoundLok rooms. Next slide. The first case study was a wonderful project at the University of Florida in Gainesville, Florida. The school, their music building was a little dated, and they had received a visit from the NASM people, and it was determined that they needed some additional spaces for all of their music students to practice and rehearse. So they reached out to Winger, and we were able to find this wonderful location up on a floor in their building. And we did all of these rooms that you see in green, orange, and blue. We were able to do these and break them up into 5-room segments that they did over time. And the really neat thing about what happened at University of Florida is on the very first order of 5 rooms that they did one room with the VAE system in that room. Now at this school, the way students they have to reserve or sign up for a room to practice in. When the students figured out that this one room had the VAE system and what that system could do, that schedule for that room filled up first immediately, right away, and then everyone else had to do with a standard room. So seeing that how popular that was, the school then on the next order of 5 started adding the VAE to majority of the rooms. So at the end, it was a great project. They've got a large variety of sizes, and you can actually see that orange room is quite a large room. I want to say that is a 19 by 25 foot room that we can do. So great project down there, great school. Next slide. Second, we have the Atlanta Music Project. So AMP is a nonprofit group in the suburbs or in downtown Atlanta that focuses on music education for some of the less serviced areas and students. So AMP received a fairly large grant from some Atlanta-based companies, and they were able to take that grant and purchase a warehouse building in Atlanta. So they reached out to Wenger to get some ideas and help in trying to transform this warehouse space into a music school. So our SoundLok rooms were the idea and the solution to create practice space, rehearsal space, classroom space, so that all the students could have individual and small group areas to practice and rehearse. And you see on the drawing here, it was a wonderful layout. Some individual rooms in green, some small group rooms in blue, and the 2 orange rooms are actually used for large classrooms. So wonderful space, wonderful project. Look them up online. Next slide. This is the Atlanta Opera's project. So the opera for Atlanta, the Atlanta Opera, they actually travel around. They don't have a home theater. So they travel around to different theaters around Atlanta. So they don't have the ability to actually practice and rehearse in those spaces that they're going to do their performances in. So in their main building that they rent, they had some stick-built rooms, but they were not up to the task of being, good and isolated for everything that they needed to do. So there was a corner in a larger area. They had reached out and asked if we had practice space solutions, and we presented them with the SoundLok, and we were able to put 2 of these rooms butting up to each other in a corner of one of their larger spaces, and it provides a great sound isolated space where multiple performers can get in and practice. So, and they were very happy with this. Next one. Albany State, great school. Albany is in South Georgia, and they were the recipients of a new multi-story music and performing arts building. Just on the outside hallway, outside of their rehearsal space, they had this large area for practice facilities. We worked with the architect on this project and provided 5 rooms, 2 of which are larger for a small ensemble and 3 individual rooms. And the architect was very impressed with the VAE technology and decided to put that into all of the rooms, giving them that ability to, again, change that environment and record and play back the practice and rehearsal sessions that they had. Fantastic facility, beautiful building, very good project. Next slide. So that concludes this portion of the course. If you'd like to have a certificate of completion, please click on that link and we will make sure one gets to you. And again, I appreciate everybody attending and watching, from Jade Parker and from myself, Michael Duba. Thank you very much.